风没。我的麦克风还没开哦。
真佛宗美国彩虹内藏寺摩尼之天护摩法会开始，一会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵莲花童子心咒，恭迎真佛宗创办人法王圣尊莲生活佛。恭请师尊移步到展示屏，接受众线上的众弟子问安。
健康万事如意。
爱你哦。念你哦。是真。是真同性家庭。
暗的。
阿弥陀佛。
下地听好。
阿弥陀
西阿卡萨尼，
在四卷法轮，
阿哈萨尼，
然后找到一个数字，
爱你，我们爱你，
开始我爱你，
回想你，我们爱你。
时间永远法轮，师傅好，这个好正好保险保险金的
阿卡萨尼，
配合活伞，像40岁，
好像
时间的大价值，好，什么？时间好心见过我们爱你，我们爱你，转法轮，
阿哈萨尼，好像
转心见，
阿哈萨尼，回来哦。
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
We welcome our Lian-Sheng Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to enter into the Homa hall and to ascend to the Dharma throne.
教授师、法师，请上座；讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德，请就座。
Inviting everybody to please be seated. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants. The offering of Hatha. Let's join our palms with reverence, and we would like to invite the Vajra Master Lian-Sheng to present the offering of Hatha on behalf of all of us to the Lian-Sheng Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
南无摩利支天菩萨护摩法会开始。
Marici Homa fire offering ceremony has now begun. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vaikana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padmakumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiating light to bless us. Recite Padmakumara mantra 7 times.
Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom. 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 做四无量观，观想右手边有父系亲人。
The visualization of the four immeasurables, ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left. Friends and teachers behind us. Enemies and karmic creditors in front of us. All sentient beings around us, together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Wake up call. Recite purification mantras and the deity mantra.
Om Siudori Siudori Siumori Siumori Sokha. Om Vajra Hom. Namo Samantong Podolan. Om Duru Duru Dewei Sokha. Lian Zhao Qing Zhou.
Recite invocation mantra.
Sokha. Om A Hom Sokha. Om A Hom Sokha. We sincerely invoke our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo White Maha Padmakumara. Namo Lotus Light Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo True Buddha School Lineage Gurus. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Marici Bodhisattva. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Marici Bodhisattva. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Marici Bodhisattva. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Chitpan. Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Namo 8 primary deities of True Buddha School. Namo Yamantaka, Acala, Namo 4 heavenly kings, Sima Bodhisattva, rainbow temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Order, at the Seattle Lizang Temple, and at the South Mountain Retreat. Rainbow temples, mountain god, earth god, plant god, wind god, water god, heavenly fire god, dragon gods, all divinities as well as the city gods, to please radiate light and bless this Homa. First root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release mudra. Second, all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release mudra. Fourth, head bow. Great mandala offering. From the offering mudra, visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole cosmic space. Make the offering to the lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, the main deity of Homa, Marici Bodhisattva. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below all sentient beings.
Man may rule 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May this wondrous treasures and marriage purge all karma to all of our civilization.
Om Sarva Tathagata Itamu Gurunana Menchana Kan Niniye Dayami.
Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Fourfold refuge mantra.
Namo Guru Be, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Guru Be, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhyaye.
Our protection from Vajra Sutra, reset by Japanese mantra 7 times.
Om Boyo Lanzari, 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 Om Boyo Lanzari.
Inviting souls to perform blessings with mala. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to perform the set ceremonial demarcation, to bless the registration forms, mark cards, and all the offerings with Vajra bell and scepter.
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛金刚棒。
Let's join our palms with reference, and we are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the Homa fire pit, to set simultaneous round, to light the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enrichments, magnetization, subjugation, and paru deliverance. We are inviting all participants to recite that mantra of Marici Bodhisattva.
始八大本尊心咒及念佛。
Mantras of the eight principal deities and in
Om Padnamo Lingo Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Sammo Ye Soha. Om Zeli Zuli Zun Ti Soha. Om Jambhala Chaleng Chala Ye Soha. Om A Hom Beja Guru Bei Ma Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Bei A He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siti Hom. Liyatha Om Bekha Zaya Bekha Zaya. Maha Bekha Zaya La Za Samo Kyadehe Soha. 南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。
Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in the Saha world. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness, the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions, compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salvage the deluded ones. 3 jewels emanate wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and devas, rely on His Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in the Saha world to turn the Dharma wheel, to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Merit dedication. May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the Lord of utmost bliss, repaying for generosities from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. True Buddha's school disciples wholeheartedly pray to the main deity of Homa today, Marici Bodhisattva, the warrior Vajra, by your ferocious, majestic, boundless Dhamma power to please protect our lineage Guru day and night, to be free from calamities, to be happy, healthy, and carefree, to be radiant and live a long life in samsara, endowed with riches, love, and respect, to turn the true Buddha Dharma wheel to all sentient beings in the 10 Dharma realms. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly, we homage to Marici Bodhisattva and all the retinues of Marici. Homage, homage to Marici Bodhisattva and her retinue. Homage to Marici Bodhisattva and her retinue. We pray that you radiate bright light and guide the Bardo spirits with affinity, Bardo spirits without affinity, to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. We pray to Marici Bodhisattva and her retinue to protect true Buddha school disciples with good health, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transform into auspiciousness and strong spiritual commitment. Marici Bodhisattva and retinue, please protect all of us to be free from all disasters and catastrophes, that we can avoid all calamities, that we can maintain the Yidam, protector, and Guru, and all of us. We pray to Marici Bodhisattva, the warrior Vajra, to generate the majestic power to disperse all enemies and to avert the pandemic and coronavirus, to disperse karma and disperse the afflictions and to destroy the attachments. Marici Bodhisattva, leading the sun and the moon, the sun deva, the moon deva, the star deva, the three lights, the 28 constellations, and the 36 heavenly and 76 earthly fiends, to support and protect true Buddha school. And all of us, the warrior Vajra, are bright and radiant. Marici Bodhisattva and retinue, and gods in heavens, gods on earth, may be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted completely. And please subdue enemies and enmities. And please subjugate the pandemic. And subjugate the coronavirus. Please subjugate karmic sicknesses. Please subdue our afflictions. Please subdue all bad affinities. Hundred syllable mantra 3 times.
di me budaya cha sawa kama sutta me cittamu sri yen guru hom ha 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 he bhagavan sawa tathagata peccamami mencha peccabawa maha samaya sato ahom pei om pecca sato samaya manupanaya pecca sato tenupadicha zzo me bawa soto kayu me bawa sopo kayu me bawa anolato me bawa sawa sidi me budaya cha sawa kama sutta me cittamu sri yen guru hom ha 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 he bhagavan sawa tathagata peccamami mencha peccabawa maha samaya sato ahom pei om pecca sato samaya manupanaya pecca sato tenupadicha zzo me bawa soto kayu me bawa sopo kayu me bawa anolato me bawa sawa sidi me budaya cha sawa kama sutta me cittamu sri yen guru hom ha 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 he bhagavan sawa tathagata peccamami mencha peccabawa maha samaya sato ahom pei.
Pay homage using visualization for Sutra Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize Viprasisha on the ground, Lily Samudra, second all Bodhisattvas. Visualize Viprasisha on the ground, Lily Samudra, third all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize Viprasisha on the ground, Lily Samudra, fourth Hepa. Recite completion mantra. Let's give a round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Marici Homa fire offering ceremony. Now let us join our palms with reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage Gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liaoming. Homage to Master Sakya Zengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Marici Bodhisattva and retinue. Semu, Tanchen Gatso, Tuten City. Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, how do you do?
아이스테루 사랑해 오라미코 깨깨로무쳐 스코인 이지바 김어지 주미 야비 뿌린뿌린 konnichiwa.那现在通知大家，下个礼拜天是10月。
Let me announce for next Sunday, 3 p.m. October 17th. The Homa would be that of Padmakumara. And Padmakumara, in Chinese, 4 words, 莲花童子, lotus youth or lotus child, was when I was first, my divine eye was first opened. I was brought to the heavenly realms and the earthly realms to see my own past lives. And I saw my own past life, which had no form. It was just light all over, very bright, brilliant white light. And Golden Mother told me in my ears, you are Lotus Child, or Lotus Youth, or Padmakumara. At that time, I did not know Padmakumara. Who Padmakumara is, I never knew. What is Lotus Child? And I only knew later on that he was the chief of the Mahatwin Lotus Ponds. And only later on I found out that Padmakumara is an emanation of Amitabha Buddha. Otherwise, nobody ever talked about Padmakumara. Nobody ever mentioned Lotus Youth or Padmakumara. Among all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, nobody ever mentioned Padmakumara. Never. Yet, at the Donghuang Grottos, the Lanzhou University published a research on the Donghuang Grottos. And inside the caves, they are Padmakumaras. And they also have research on Padmakumara. In the beginning, he was called the auspicious light youth or Huaseng youth. And then they had the research on Padmakumara, only then we know there is Padmakumara. So it turned out that inside the Donghuang caves there are many Padmakumaras. So this deity is an emanation of Amitabha Buddha. And Grandmaster is a white, great lotus youth. Is a reincarnation of white Maha Padmakumara. That's my origin. If you're willing to create affinity or connection with the white Maha Padmakumara, then become the primary supplicant. But if you don't want to, it's up to you. Nothing to say. Now it's the pandemic. Everybody is suffering economically. So you want to be economical. then you can just be a merit holder. I don't know how much, but it's less. So then you also create affinity by becoming a merit holder and also becoming a primary supplicant. You would create affinity. If you feel that primary supplicants is too much and you want to save some money, then you wholeheartedly visualize Padmakumara to be seated on top of your heads, your lineage root guru on top of your head, and you watch the live stream, and with a total reverence and earnestness or sincerity, you don't have to spend any money. Just watch the live stream and visualize Padmakumara on top of your head. You will still receive blessings. Especially my precept that was taught to me by my guru. You cannot open your mouth and ask for money. That's it. So this Padmakumara image is extremely majestic. And today we had Marici, which signed contract with Grandmaster. Marici Devi is willing to protect and support true Buddha school disciples. And in Taoism, she's referred as Dou Mu Xing Jun, which is the head of all the constellation. Her origin was an emanation of Vairocana Buddha. She's a family of the Triatrimsa heaven. She's in charge of all the constellations or planets under the heaven. So the 28 constellations, the 36 heavenly and the heavenly palace and 72 earthly fiends. All of them. So she is the Dou Mu Xing Jun of Taoism, which is also Marici in Tantrayana. So today, and her Vajra name is the warrior Vajra. And her response is extremely swift. We had hailstorm earlier. That's spiritual response. She can call on the wind and the rain. She brought a heavy rain. So Marici Devi is also referred as the warrior Vajra. And she can alleviate many calamities. It's written here. There's a form, which is a goddess form, holding a fan, and the other hand wishful feeling mudra. And there's also the tantric image, which is like this. And there's only one pig on this one. Actually, there are 7 pigs carrying the chariot. I've never heard that pigs can also pull on the chariot. And she has 3 faces, many arms. The warrior Vajra, the Japanese ninja, worship Marici because she can be invisible, can call on the mist, and many other. By worshipping her or practicing her Dharma, she can alleviate many calamities. Calamities due to politics, or travel accidents and disasters, like from the cars, boats, planes, etc., or disasters due to stealings, robberies, and calamities due to weapons and armed forces, and calamities due to poisons. If you are poisoned and you chant Marici mantra and don't drink it. So, and disasters due to enemies and evil people who are trying to harm you, and they will not succeed. And disasters, natural disasters due to earth, water, fire, and wind can be alleviated. And disasters due to ghosts and gods, demons, and black magic and spells and curses, and disasters due to wild beasts, like when you encounter a tiger, a bear, a leopard, poisonous snakes, chant Marici mantra. That's disasters due to wild beasts can be alleviated. When you encounter a bear, you should pretend you're dead, because bears don't eat dead things. But when you're pretending to be dead and you have to breathe, then that's it. If you cannot hold your breath, what can you do then? So, when you encounter a bear, quickly turn around and run. But bears run very fast, even if you climb trees, because bears can also climb trees. There's no use even if you jump into the water. Bears can be in the water. So while running, you chant. You shout loudly, "Oh, Marici Soha," to scare them. They said that it's best to blow a whistle because if it's very loud, it can scare them. That's disasters due to wild beasts. So all of the disasters can be alleviated. And you would know if you read the Marici Sutra. It's excellent if you become primary supplicants for this deity. You create affinity with her and can alleviate many disasters. Today we have the 4 small girls from California here. They came here especially for the drought in California. They came here to pray for rain.
那我们谢谢他们。
So we would like to thank them.
加州的这个
The four small girls from California.
哦，对，呀，谢谢你们来啊。
Thank you for
他
coming.
们求这个龙王。
They prayed to the Dragon King.
这个就一共求了几天？
How many days have you prayed?
已经4天了。
4 days.
那还求吗？
Are
还有2
you
天要求啊。
continuing?
6天。
Another 2 days. So for a total of 6
真的是
days.
很虔诚。
So they are truly sincere
做一面礼拜。
while praying and chanting and bowing. I heard that once they kneel, they could not get up.
年纪最大的80几了。
And the eldest one is in her 80s, and the youngest one is already in her 70s.
你们真的一出现了，站在龙王面前。
You know, as soon as you appeared in front of the Dragon King would run away.
对呀，对呀。很冷的时候，他们4个。
It's cold, and the 4 of them still prayed.
啊，一定会有感应的。
You will definitely receive spiritual responses.
这位师爷他做父母。
Teresa Wei
做了很多。
has been doing a lot of Homa.
孙爱珍呢？
And Ruby's son is accompanied by Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And Linda Chung is the joke king. And if she tells jokes to the Dragon King too would laugh. And Amy Jiang is a very good Buddhist disciple. There's 4 high people came here. They prayed only for 4 days, and here in Seattle, we already received the response. It's been raining starting last night. And they asked, is it they rain at the wrong place? It shouldn't. Because you said it clearly for California. Fire, California, drought, and no water in the water dams in California. Your wishes will be fulfilled, for sure. I heard that after praying for 4 days, that in the news today, there are lots of dark clouds over California. All of a sudden, there are lots of dark clouds above California. Has it started to rain? Not yet. So 2 more. If you pray more, then it will definitely rain. Thank you. All merits come from the root guru. Oh, you're just passing on the responsibility, huh?
好了，你们请坐，你们请坐。这真的是谢谢他们。师尊在法座上讲了，他们4个。
Thank you. I talk about it on the Dharma throne, and immediately they came.
一定会下来。你看我们西雅图。
So it will definitely rain. Look at Seattle. With your prayer, we have such heavy rain.
再来呢就是加州了。
So next it'll be California.
现在下冰雹。
Now it's raining hails,
哇，
their
很
sounds,
大。
heavy rain, hailstorm.
先讲个笑话吧。
Let me share a joke first.
昨一天我在书店看见一本书。
One day I went to the bookshop and I saw a book that said the title,
50%的问题，
it will resolve 50% of your
然后
life
我就
problems.
买了2本。
So I bought 2 books.
你买了2本就100%了。
So 50%. So if I buy 2 books, that would be 100%.
加州的这个下雨，
I have consulted about the rain in California.
上回算是70%，
Earlier it was 70%.
下70%也不错。
There'll be about 70% rain. That's not bad. Let me consult it again now.
他说下来雨以后
She said, after the rain, it'll continue
下来以后会继续
to
下，
rain
可以到80%，
and reach 80%.
会继续下。
So it will continue to rain,
但是不用急，不要急，
but no
不用
hurry,
急说啊，你马
no
上
rush.
马上就下。
That you want the rain immediately after the prayer. They said that it will definitely rain up to 80%.
这个讲第2个笑话。
And the second
国文老
joke,
师走到小明，
the Chinese teacher walked to in front of
拍
Xiaoming
了小明的头、脑袋，
and pat on Xiaoming's
上
head.
课又睡觉，
You're sleeping in class.
你站起来，
Stand
给
up.
我讲我刚刚上课讲的是什么？
So tell me what I was talking about earlier.
说上课又睡觉，
Xiaoming replied, sleeping in class.
小明呢很聪明啊，你看答的也很对啊。
Xiaoming's really smart. His answer was right.
小明的妻子问小明，隔壁
Xiaoming's wife asked
一定
Xiaoming,
要开张，
the laundromat next door is opening.
想好
What should we give her?
快扁了
And Xiaoming said, oh, I've thought about it. Let's give her a
提手
placard,
字好。
a board,
小明讲
like
我也
with
想好了
calligraphy. So what kind of writing? And Xiaoming said, oh, I've thought about it.
新版
Return
那
purity to me. Smart.
现在呢，进入
Now we will do
问
the question and answer.
台湾的莲花慈明
Asked by Lian-Hua Ciming from Taiwan.
师尊好，
Grandmaster,
天外之天
in your book Heavens and Beyond, in an article called Bright Radiance, Thousands of Miles, you were talking about a
也有
Dharma teacher who went to give Dharma teaching at somebody's house. And this Dharma teacher usually also performed sutra chanting for the disease, and did not know for what reasons there are 37 ghosts following him
百世诵经的人，
to this person's house. So my question is, so for people who chant sutra for the disease, would they have the ghosts following them?
跟着回来呢？
So if we have to help, what can we do so that the ghost doesn't follow us home? And the next question is, when we make offering to the ghosts and gods, we always chant to the Garuda and the wandering and solitary ghosts and gods, and then we walk outside and sprinkle the water for the ghosts and gods. But if we are inside the house, can we also use the 3 home water to offer to the ancestors only without chanting the Garuda and the solitary ghosts, so that the ghosts don't come into the house? So the point here, they don't want to have the ghosts following them home. So whether offering to the ghosts and gods or the white sutra chanting for the deceased, so that they don't want the ghosts following them home. There should be a way. Generally speaking, we can perform the protection of Siddhartha, the Buddha Mother with white parasol. In the past, the Triatrimsa Deva was in battle with the Asura king. When the heavenly realms was in battles with the Asura realm, the Buddha used had Siddhartha protect or cover the whole Triatrimsa heaven. So as for you, if you know to use Siddhartha as your protection to cover your house, then ghosts and gods will not be able to come in. Then the ghosts and gods will not be able to come. To protect your whole house, then ghosts and gods will not be able to enter into your house. This is the only method that I'm saying now. There are many other ways too. You can also do protection for your own body or for your house. And if you go out to perform white sutta chanting, even if the ghosts follow you, and as you're entering your house, they would be blocked outside. They will not be able to come into the house. So you know, it's very easy, very easy. Use the Dharma of Siddhartha, and this is the mudra. Visualize and chant Siddhartha mantra, and visualize a parasol covering your whole house. That would do. So the visualization is Siddhartha parasol covering, and chant her mantra, Hom Mama, Hom Mama, Hom Ni Soha. Chant her mantra, and if you receive the spiritual response that she has protected you and the whole house, then those wandering ghosts and gods will not be able to come in. And the next question. At home, we can use the water that's been empowered or blessed with 3 home to offer to the ancestors. Is that allowed? Yes. So the 3 home water,
外面的鬼都招来家里，会不会把外面的鬼都招来？
will
其实
it
也不会。
attract the ghosts outside into the house?
只要
No.
做了你房子的结界，
As long as you have done protection for the house, then they are not
师
able to
尊不
come
一
in.
样。
But Grandmaster is
师尊
different.
晚上每天晚上做超度，
Every night, Grandmaster perform Bardo
鬼都
deliverance,
会进来。
and the ghosts and the
但是鬼
gods
能
all
够进来，
come
它是
in.
有规矩，
But if
它会让我
they
知道
come in, then there's
家
an
里也有一个
etiquette.
守护的神，
They would let me
很多守
know.
护神在。
But in my house, there are also many protector gods or
家
protector
里供的
deities.
这个
At
我
home,
已经讲过了。
I have
从
talked
师母的
about
房间
it.
出来，
As I leave Simu's room,
地藏王菩萨，
the first one is Siddhikarma Bodhisattva.
然后再来呢，
And then
吉祥天，
Sri Devi
再来本师释迦牟尼，
and Sakyamuni Buddha, the fundamental teacher,
再来是大放法王金刚，
and Mahotara Heruka.
再来是观世音菩萨，
And then Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva standing in the
高
living
王观
room,
世音菩萨，
hiking Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and the other side of the living room. And then Amitabha Buddha also
再
in
来
the
莲
living
华
room.
生大师，也
And
在隔
Guru
壁
Padmasambhava is also in the living room.
再走过来，
And as I walk further, as I walk on,
有黑
there'll
不
be
动，
my study. There is a black wrathful Dakini,
再来我自己的小坛城，
and my small altar. On it,
上
Golden
面还有一
Mother,
尊莲华生大师，
and above also an image of Guru Padmasambhava, and below
旁边
Acala.
还有阿弥陀佛，
And on the side, Amitabha
还有金刚
Buddha
萨埵，
and Vajra
还
Sutra
有大威德金刚，
and Yamantaka
然后还有所有的地神都在那里
and all the earth gods.
啊，所有的地神。
All the earth gods at the lower level
另
there.
外，我自己房间里面
And inside my own room,
又有瑶池金母，
there's also Golden Mother and the tiger head Vajra.
是金母斧头金刚，
Golden Mother tiger head
很
Vajra.
威的。
Very, very formidable.
我把它供上去的时候，我房间里面
When I enshrined her, that inside my room, the Golden Mother Vajra head tiger is there. And I told them,
啊，我
Golden Mother tiger head Vajra,
晚上的时候，
at night I am sleeping.
那这边是卧室，这边就是浴室。
So this is the bedroom and there's the
请
bathroom.
你们不要看我，
Please don't look when I'm taking a shower
脱光衣服，脱光
because I would take off all my clothes.
啊，这边是厕所，
And then the
你们是穿
washroom
穿衣服
on
上厕
that
所。
side. Do you wear clothes when you go to the toilets? Yes.
然后你上床的时候，你穿衣服上床。
Do you wear clothes when you
没有，
get on bed?
穿内衣，
You
内衣裤有。
tidily dressed? Are you dressed up when you go to bed? No. I wear underwears. I heard that people said that sleeping naked is extremely wonderful. It's the most nutritious and healthiest way. But when I sleep naked, I cannot sleep.
滑鞋不来，
I cannot do it. I have to wear something. I have to wear undershirt and underpants.
寝室里面无理的地方啊，就请你们原谅。
So
但是我就真的把摇
I requested forgiveness in this
床的旁边的，
when it's unethical or impolite.
每天晚上都跟。
So I placed it on top of my
第
cabinet
一天供的时候我已经讲过了，
or dresser in my room. So on the first day, I have said it.
哎，
On the first day, I enshrined.
把我的床当摇篮，
And then she treated my bed as a
摇
as a, what's that called?
外婆看见了我，就给我一块砖。
As a cradle.
摇啊摇。
That's a song. That's a cradle. So it would rock. Would sway. 一块高. So you sway and sway across the bridge to the house of Grandma. And then Grandma said, I'm a good kid, so give me a piece of cake. So she treat my bed as a cradle and sway it around. And then I sleep really well. So I could feel her right there. So very responsive. And sometimes I would join my palms and told her, tonight I want to see who and who, so, and then get on bed. And my soul would leave my body and travel to see that person. Extremely responsive. So it's fine. So in my birth of deliverance, there are many ghosts and gods coming into my house. But in my house, there are so many Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and protectors. So I sit right in front of the tiger head Vajra to perform the 1,000 vessels birth of deliverance. So as long as you know to do protection of the Siddhartha, then the ghosts and gods will not enter into your house. Next one. Question from Lian. How do you pronounce this character, Chinese character? It's a master Lian-Jin from Indonesia. And most precious Guru Buddha Amitabha, I sincerely homage to the Guru. I have 3 questions about a dying person. 1, someone expressed that if the deceased died due to heavy illness, that after death he would still be sick. So we have to perform the medicine Buddha repentance to eradicate the karmic sicknesses. So, however, after you die, the soul has left the physical body. So, does that make sense? Let me tell you. Because you have this physical body, therefore you have illnesses. But without the physical body, you will not be sick. So a true spiritual cultivator would know, as spoken by Lao Tzu, all transgressions are due to the physical body. Wow, heavy rain. Is it hills? Sounds very loud. The sound of hills. So we have to perform the medicine repentance for the disease. Of course, either way is fine. However, illnesses are due to this physical body. You don't believe it? We have cavities on our teeth, right? A few days ago, the dentist Gui Ching brought me to her clinic to clean my teeth and to fix a little bit. So Dharma Sister Gui Ching helped me. And she said, I have no cavities on my teeth. I maintain them really well. You know, once you die, you don't need to maintain your teeth. And you will definitely not have any cavities. Really? It doesn't matter how long you keep it. If you extract your teeth and you just place it there will not be cavity on it. The cavity is there when you're alive. The illnesses are there when you're alive. Like when Master Ling was still alive, he had vertigo and seizures. And when I saw the image, his whole brain is filled with cancer cells. And after he died, now he's gone. Don't say death so loudly. He's gone to the Pure Land. The physical body's been cremated. Let me tell you, the vertigo is gone. The seizure is gone. The cancer is gone too. Everything is gone. He's really free now. Really. Very free now. Extremely free. Sometimes he visits my house. He visits my house. He just wants my attention. And he knocked really loudly. I'm here. You go ahead. It seems like you're coming and it seems like you're going. That's Tathagata. That's the epithet for the Tathagata. Actually, there's no coming, no going. There's no problems whatsoever. Only only the physical bodies can be ill. The rest, no. That's the answer to your question. Second, if the disease is familiar in a certain dialect, but don't know any other languages, for example, if they only know Indonesian, but they don't understand any other Chinese, and yet the Dharma propagator used Chinese in their guidance, during a moment of death, would they understand, or should we use different language in order to be effective? Let me tell you, any language will work. Even the mind, the thought, even chanting it silently in your heart would also work, will be effective. Do you know that Grandmaster can also do the Oja? How do you pronounce that? That they would move. And they usually being done by 3 people, but Grandmaster can do it with 1 person. Like the round table divination. I just use the blessing power. Then now this is very difficult to lift. It's different than usual. It's attached to the desk. The same with this Vajra bell, with a pad. Now it's like glued to the desk top. So it's glued to the desktop. It's heavier than usual and you cannot lift it. Yes, it's just as simple as this.
灵力就是这个样子。
So spiritual power is this. It's
他
like
这个已
this.
经变成灵了，人死了以后，
Once a person dies, he would become a soul. Then he's going to be very sensitive, very responsive. Then he can speak any languages.
我告诉你啊，什么语言他都通。
That they can understand any languages,
我以前
even
问事情啊，问碟仙，
in the past when I asked the Oja,
问的是很秘密的事情，
I will not
自己知道就好。其他
speak it loudly. It's because it's a very secret question. I just say it silently. Only you know. Nobody else know. You just say it in your mouth.
他都知道，他就答案
They
就出
know,
来。
and the answer is given.
用想的，他也知道，
Even by thinking it, they
这
would
个
know
就是灵
too.
啊。
That's the spirit.
所以当人死的时候是最灵的时候，那一段时间是最灵。
So when a person is dying, that's the most
那一段时间
effective or the most sensitive, the most responsive.
所以他要到哪里，只要闭眼一想念，他就到。
So wherever they want to go, just close their eyes and they
所以
get there.
用任何一种语言帮他做中英文教，
So you can use any language to guide
都可以。
them during moments of death.
好，回答他的都有效。
All will work. All
用
will
英
be
文也可以
effective.
呀。
English is
好
fine
的
too.
话用英文啊，
If you're fluent in English, you can use English or Spanish
用日文也可以
or
呀，
Japanese.
日文也可以呀。他都瓦嘎鲁，
And they would understand.
全部都瓦嘎鲁，
They understand everything.
都有效。亡者生前第三个问题，亡者
The
生
third
前
question.
有的情况，有的根本。
And for the deceased before they die,
佛经
like they've never come into contact with Buddhist sutras. So if we chant Buddhist sutras to them, will they follow or would they understand? Because most Buddhist sutras are Chinese and classic Chinese. And most people don't necessarily understand them. But if we chant them for the deceased, will they understand? Or should we just chant an easier sutra so that they understand? Thank you for your compassionate guidance. Thank you.
第二个问题一样，
It's the same to the second question.
念什么经他都懂。
They would understand any sutra, any sutras.
用什么语言念他都懂，
And they would understand any languages.
这是很奇怪的一件事情。
It's a very
觉得这个人
interesting,
特别的灵，
very
很多事情他都
strange thing. Once a person dies, everything is so spiritual, so responsive. They understand everything. So today we will expound on the Vajra Sutra.
这里有一个比较，
There's a comparison
不
here.
人满3000大千世界，
If one fills the 3,000 great thousand worlds with the 7 precious jewels as an act of giving, would his merits and blessings be enormous?
但是呢，为人讲
Enormous.
世纪，
However,
为他人说，
if you expound the 4 verses,
胜过这个
then the merits and blessings would exceed
以用布施。
the 3,000 great thousand worlds of 7 precious jewels as an act of giving.
胜过前面那个福德，
So the latter exceeds the former.
这是一个比较。
So this is a
所以这
comparison.
个《金刚经》里面有很多的比较。
So there are many comparisons inside the Vajra Sutra,
来做比喻的，
and they use analogy.
用3000大千世界的七宝用来布施。
So you give 7 precious jewels of the 3,000 great thousand worlds that generates tremendous merits. However, explaining the 4 verses to other people, no view or no phenomena of self, others, sentient beings, and lifespan, the merits of explaining this is greater than the act of giving of the 7 precious jewels of 3,000 great thousand worlds. So here, actually, there are 3 kinds of acts of givings. The first kind is giving wealth or money, 7 precious jewels. So you give money to perform merits. That's the first kind. We can say, so you use the 3,000 great thousand worlds of 7 precious jewels. The second kind is giving Dharma. You give Dharma teaching to others. You tell them Buddha Dharma. This is also a kind of giving. That's giving Dharma. And the merits exceeds the giving wealth. The third kind is giving fearlessness. What is this? So it's equality in giving and forsaking, and that is a Bodhisattva. Equally giving. Giving equally. Yesterday I've said there was an old disciple of mine who borrowed money from me. I loaned him the money. And as soon as he turned his head, it's 100 years past. With a cloth bag, and he just looked back a little, and I give him all of my personal money, all my personal savings, took them all away. That was giving fearlessness. I never thought that he would pay back. I give it to him, I gave it to him. He borrowed the money from me and I loaned him the money. Do you know how he spent it? I don't know. If he used the money for charity, to do good, to do good things, I always think that I rarely use money. I rarely spend money. So if someone uses it on my behalf, because money is to be spent, right? If you don't spend it, then it's not money, it's just papers. Grandmaster, you don't spend money, why don't you just let me spend your money? So if you take it for charity, sure. So this is giving fearlessness, giving equality. Money is for spending. If you don't spend it, it's the same as papers. What difference would it be with the toilet paper? Think about it. Money is to be spent. So I save my personal money and I never spend any. So he took it and spent it. So he helped me spend it. No big deal. All equal. You need to think this way. So I never ask him to return the money. I never go after him and say, hey, pay back the money that you took from me. So this is equally giving, equally and fearlessly giving. This is the conduct of a Bodhisattva. You always think of others and other people do good deeds. Take it to do good deeds. Is there money that belongs to you on earth? No, it's just by coincidence that you have this money. So if someone helps you spend it, you should thank them. Thank you for using the money. This is also the spirit of Jesus. If someone takes your outer clothes, you should also give him the underwears. Then you would be totally naked. If someone takes your pants, suit pants, then I'll give you underpants. That's the spirit of Jesus. So Jesus also gave fearlessly and equally. He also has the spirit of a Bodhisattva. On his last night, how did he pray to God? He knew full well that he was about to be captured and crucified on the cross. And he prayed and said, they did not know what they were doing. So please, God, forgive them. The crucifiers, the executor. Because they did not know what they were doing. So Jesus also gave fearlessly and equally. So if you cultivate spiritually until you reach these three kinds of giving, so giving Dharma is better than giving money, and then giving fearlessly and equally exceeds giving Dharma. So you need to understand these kinds of comparison, because the spirit of a Bodhisattva is extremely tremendous. And also Jesus showed the fearlessness, equality and forgiveness to those people who harm him. He prayed to God. That's how great Jesus was. So I found that we should become a Bodhisattva in our spiritual cultivation. Bodhisattva is our goal. The Vajra Sutra says equality and fearlessness, and there is a comparison. If one fills the 3,000 great thousand worlds with the 7 precious jewels as an act of giving, the merits is enormous. However, if one upholds the sutra and expounds it to others, even if it's only 4 verses, his merit would exceed. Giving Dharma is greater, and then equally and fearlessly giving is even greater. So today I'm expounding chapter 8, arising according to the Dharma. I want to explain it clearly there is a comparison in it.
我再加上一样。
One is giving the 7 precious jewels, the next one giving Dharma, and then I add one more, giving equally and fearlessly.
你如果有平等无畏施啊，
If you give
这个世界
equally and fearlessly,
安宁啊。
then the world would be in peace.
什么叫世界大同？
What is globalization?
世界大同，大同世界。
That's the ideals of Confucius.
这是理想。这个整个
That's an ideal that the whole world is
每一个
Pure
人
Land.
都为他人想。
If every single person thinks of others,
争执的，没有
there
争
is
执。
no arguments, no fightings, no contention.
个人跟人之间呢，不会起争执。
And between people too, there are no
吃醋
um,
别
disharmony,
人家比你
no
好
jealousies, no
就吃醋
envy.
就嫉妒。
Because if someone is better than you, then you start to be envious and jealous.
那不是
You always think for yourself. That's not the spirit of Buddhism.
而不是无我。
That you have self.
真正到
That's
无我
not no self. If you truly reach the realm of no self, you just think for others, never for yourself. That's Bodhisattva.
不为自己求，为他人求。
You don't ask for yourself, you ask for others.
菩萨，
Bodhisattvas.
这是一个很那个，你看这个世界，
This
电
is
视打开你看看，
And look at the world.
全部都是
You turn on the
每一个人
televisions
自私的
and every single person is
每
very
一个家
selfish.
庭都是自私的，
Every family is selfish.
每一个国家都是自私的。
Every country is selfish.
佛教的大道理，真正世界大同在
But
佛
the
法。
Buddhism, the true, like one world
什么是
concept is in Buddhism.
同体大悲？
So loving kindness and compassion for all,
那是菩萨。
close or far, that's a Bodhisattva.
所以不要为个人，不要
So don't be for individuals
吃醋啊、嫉妒
or jealousies and envy.
这都不好。
Those are not good.
其实大家这个常常为他人想，不为自己。
If you always think for others and not for yourself,
菩萨戒的人来受菩萨戒。
I often say that those who have made the Bodhisattva vows,
他人想，
a Bodhisattva is just that not thinking for self but for others. And you generate bodhicitta, you exchange places with others.
他人
You put yourself in other people's shoes. Just think, if you were that person, what would it be? Always think this way.
自他不犯法。
So exchange places with
当中的一样。
others. So it's one of the
中大师传给
Bodhicitta generation. Guru Salingpa transmitted to Guru Atisha
中的自
the Bodhicitta Dharma, and one of them is exchanging places with others, is teaching you to become a Bodhisattva.
所以设身处地为他人想，在这个里面，
设身处地。
依法出身份第八的比较里面，
So think for others. So in this chapter 8, arising to the Dharma, by comparisons, giving Dharma is better than giving money. And next,
这个
giving
更好。
equally and fearlessly is even better than giving Dharma.
菩萨的精神，受了菩萨戒，
You are a Bodhisattva. We learn and train the spirit of Bodhisattva by receiving or making the vows of Bodhisattvas. You
没有
help others, you forsake yourselves. There is no self. A bodhisattva has no self. Then that's called an attainment. Because there is no self, there is no attainment. And because no attainment, because there is no self, there is no attainment. Because there is no attainment, then it is called an attainment. So, in this chapter 8, Rising on Dharma, I explain this comparison. Sakyamuni Buddha placed this comparison inside it, but if I did not extrapolate it, that you would not know. Just explaining these 4 verses would exceed giving wealth. And on top of it, giving fearlessly and equally. That would be even better. Everything would be perfect. Why would there be wars, trade wars, or any kind of wars between countries? Because for the sake of their own country. Why don't you think for other countries? I watched the TV. Someone has many cats, and the cats are all over the place and make the community dirty. And someone complained to the management team, which warned that person, and he hates the complainer, and then used garbage bags to lock their door. They are all selfish. You should think for the neighbor, right? Because you have so many cats and they all poop everywhere and it was very smelly, and of course the neighbor will not be able to stand it. And then they complained, and then he blocked the neighbor's door from outside using lots of and tied the handle so they could not get out, and called the police to open their door. And it was in the camera that was done by the neighbor across. So seeing that, we know everybody is selfish. The same with countries. Think about those presidents, the few presidents that we know, how they are. And as Buddhist practitioners, we should not criticize others. I just feel that this play or movie of a human life is very short. Look at Lian-Yin, he's gone. You see other people die. Your heart is as hot as fire. It's not for others, but thinking for ourselves. Next is I. Next is me. I would be next. Think about it. What are you fighting for? What are you arguing about? Don't be fighting all the time. Be equal. Equally and fearlessly give. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now we are inviting, this ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心闪音。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心闪音。三拜九护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心闪音。是平等与齐手。恭请师尊移步到展示屏，接受众线上的众弟子感恩和道别。
谢师尊。
谢谢师尊，感恩大家支持520。好。
你好，阿弥陀佛。
爱你哦，加持，好想感恩师尊的加持，感恩，我们爱你，这就佛体安康，佛体安康，加持阿弥陀佛，愿你佛体安康，众生法轮。好，师尊塞哈萨拉鲁。
众先生的同们，下周见喽！很感谢师尊，谢谢大家。等一下我们恭请师尊出手灌顶，谢谢师尊，谢谢众线上的同们，下周见。恭请师尊赐受麻里之天菩萨法灌顶。 掌声感谢师尊赐授摩尼支天菩萨法灌顶，附魔法会圆满即将结束的网络直播到此结束。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.